If you're using Bluehost and you come into the Bluehost, this is one way to get into the WordPress tools, and you go to your users and you click the link to sign in. But what you can see here is in the URL at the top, you actually have a login, that WP admin. So if you just save this, what we can do is set your, let's put bookmarks bar, show the bookmarks bar. And so what I would suggest doing is save this to your bookmarks down here somewhere so that you can easily get back, because that's where you want to go to log in, is just your domain name.com/wp-admin, and then you enter your login for WordPress and you'll be in to be able to edit WordPress. Okay, and this is where you're going to build the site. Everything you do to manage the site, build the site, happens in here. So you don't really ever need to go back to the Bluehost cPanel. You can do everything on your WordPress site from right here. Okay, so there are a few things that you want to look at to get this started, and this way, when you come into the WP admin login, this dashboard that we see here is going to be the same regardless of where you are hosted. You could be hosted at midphase.com, HostGator, anywhere. If you go to, you set up the WordPress and then log in through the WP/WP-admin, then you're always going to come to a dashboard that looks like this. And so that's going to be helpful for you. And then here we can create pages. So this is where you can go in and actually create the static pages, the basic pages that you want for your site. And you can choose, you can make individual landing pages. You can have your static home page as a primary landing page. You can set your blog to be the posts page. All of that setup generally happens through the theme, customizing your theme. And so under Appearance here, we can go to Themes, and you can choose the theme that you want, and then you've got to learn to, how to use that theme. Now, one thing that is important to understand about WordPress is every theme is basically following its own rules. Every theme will be a little bit different. So WordPress is going to be pretty much the same. You come in here for plugins, you come in here for themes, you'll go here to customize. But once you get to themes and customize, that's going to be different based on whatever theme you choose to use. Okay, and that's one of the biggest struggles I've found with using WordPress. It's very robust, Google loves it, but every theme acts a little different and follows different rules, and you've got to find out how to use the theme that you choose to work with to make everything work. Okay, so that's I guess that's really the starting point, is to settle on a theme that you want to start with. And this again, this is the same on any WordPress. Once you get into the WordPress admin, we can come up here to visit the site. And I see you have WooCommerce installed, which is for selling products through the site. And so they have an option here to either visit the site or visit the WooCommerce store. If we right-click on that and open in link in new tab, it'll open up a new tab up at the top for us. Or another option there, if you're on a Windows computer, just hold Control and click. On a Mac, hold Command and click. It'll get you the same thing. It opens it in a new tab. Okay. And so then we can see what our page looks like. And one thing you'll find as you look at this is the page often does not quite mimic what you saw in the theme screenshots, because the themes generally will have some kind of a banner image or homepage image that they've created. That's something you have to add extra, that you have to do on your own. You have to figure out how to put that in there, and it's one of those confusing things that we have to work on. Also, I've noticed that many themes, in fact, let's go look at these. So if we come into, not WooCommerce, we want to go to Appearance. So if we come into Appearance and go to Themes here, that's going to show us first the themes that we have installed. Okay, and so see here, we can see this is our active theme, but we can see that this theme has this big fancy picture in it, and we don't have a picture on our site because we haven't chosen one yet. So in order to get a picture like that in there, we'd have to find the picture we want. It would need to be pretty large, generally at least 1,500 pixels wide. And so a pretty large image to put in there, and then we'd have to upload it into our theme. And so that's one thing about these themes, is what you see here is not exactly what you're going to get when you start working on it. If you want to get a new theme, there should be an option to search. I'm looking, see in my WordPress, there is actually something a little different here where it says install new or add new or find new or something like that. Here we've got an add new theme. That might take us there. So if we click that, let's try it. All right, so it's telling us we can upload a theme, or right here, so it does take us to where we can search for themes. And so we could search, I want a responsive theme, which means that it will change for tablet users and phone users so that it reads well on all devices. So I could look at all the responsive themes. I could look at what's featured, I can look at what's popular, I can look at the latest, favorites, premium, I can do all these different things. Premium would have a cost to it, so we generally might not want to look at that. And so you can look for different themes there. Once you you decide on the theme you want, then we come into this customize to make changes. And so when you click customize, now we come in to, we're moving away from the general WordPress dashboard, and we're into this particular theme dashboard. Okay, and so in here we have different options to edit this. So if we go under the site identity, we could upload a logo there. We've got our site title and tagline, site icon, which goes up at the top of your browser there. That's I think it's talking about the favicon little thing. These things here are favicons. And so this is what I've seen here from this does not show us how to put a banner image on the home page. So we've got to come back here and see if there's something else that might do it. Background is going to be behind all of that, so it's not going to be a background image. Header image, that's going to go up here at the top, so it's not going to be the header. Menu is going to determine where our menu shows and what shows in the menu. Static front page, we could change that and say, hey, I want a static front page. My front page should be home page, and my post page should be my blog, right? And then we've got to save this, save and publish, so that it puts that in on the live site. So we've got that much figured out, but we still don't see anywhere for an image. Now, slider settings, that's probably our home page image there. So here we could come in and say, okay, select page for slide 1, and if we select, let's say, we'll change the name of sample page to something. Then we could go in and it should give us an option. What I'm not seeing here is, hide the slider. We've got to uncheck that. We don't want to hide the slider. What I'm looking for is an option to edit the slider, and see it's telling us the dimensions of the slider here are 1420 by 567 for the images. We've got text that we can put here, but what I'm still not seeing is where to upload an image for the slider. And so that's something we've got to find.